What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the fourth installment of my Fistful of Boomstick walkthrough for the Xbox. Excuse me while I save my game here. I've been leveling up just outside the university for just over an hour in order to get enough shotgun ammo to last me for the rest of the game, and here's how it works. These police officers here will shoot anything that comes out of this vortex, so you get by with a little help from your friends. Every once in a while, a Deadite will get through that police barricade there, and all you have to do is turn around and take care of him with your chainsaw. So long as you use your chainsaw in this area, you're pretty well fenced off from everything else. You can kill Deadites one at a time, and they drop items at the same rate as they do anywhere else in the game. So the amount of ammunition you can collect is completely up to you, and if you get hurt, don't worry, a health pack is on the way. Just keep slashing through enemies with your chainsaw one at a time and collecting ammunition until you have as much as you want. You can see here that I have just over 1,000 regular shotgun rounds and just under 700 of the armor-piercing rounds. Unfortunately, I have yet to come across an enemy to drop the incendiary rounds in this section of the game. When I played it for the PlayStation 2 back in the day, though, I seem to remember the enemies dropping that as well. If somebody could leave a comment to confirm or deny that, I certainly would appreciate it. Anyway, when you have as much ammo as you want, take care of the vortex with a piece of silver, and save your game, because should you fail in the very next section of the game, it's game over, and all that hard work is down the drain.
Thanks, fella. Not sure how you did that, but I'm glad you did. Take this pistol. It might get you out of trouble if you're short on shotgun ammo.
If you're not too handy with a shotgun, you may want to switch over to this better ammo for this next section, because if you do lose, it's a game over. I'm pretty handy with the shotgun though, and I'm pretty confident in my ability to get most of these guys with the spell, so here we go.
Get back! All of you, back! I'll make sure the Dean hears about this.
We don't like your class very much, Professor. We're transferring out after we devour your soul.
What's going on?
Well, here goes nothing.
Latu and Pator.
Just take care of this guy who's going after the professor. Well, looks like I got all of them. That's a first.
Well, I solved your little discipline problem there, Prof. No thanks necessary. And I'm looking for the notes Professor Nobi made before he died. Any idea where I can find him?
Nobody's notes? Why, as it happens, I have them myself, but I don't think they'll be much use to you.
You'd be surprised, Prof. I'm not as dumb as you've heard.
Well, I should hope not. Wait here, and I'll fetch the notes.
After Brainiac goes inside, you just have to run around this area for a while to trigger the next scene, and that's going to be these guys coming back to life, so you'll have to take care of them a second time, but we did it once, we can do it again, no big deal.
Okay, you guys want to retake the semester? That's fine by me.
Okay, so first things first, let's just run around so we can get them all in one little area, and we'll try to use this spell again. Looks like I got most of them.
Got it.
I'll take care of the few guys running in from the street, and then go talk to the professor. Just walk up and talk to him, and he'll give you the next item on your to-do list.
Wasn't that a case of overkill?
No, I'd say it was just enough kill. You got the notes, Bright Boy?
Yes, but as I said, I'm afraid they won't be much use to you.
What, you don't think I'm smart enough to read a few crummy notes?
I know you're not. You see, Professor Nobi wrote everything he learned about the Necronomicon using a cipher.
A sigh what? Remind me what that means.
It means he wrote it in code. He was clearly aware of how dangerous the book could be. I spent years analyzing the notes, but without the cipher, they're gibberish. And no one has seen the cipher since Nobi died.
Supposing they had, would it look something like this?
The cipher!
Not so dumb now, eh, Brainiac? I found it at the police station with Nobi's personal effects.
Oh, how resourceful. Tell me, you didn't happen to find an old gold watch when you were borrowing his belongings, did you?
Can't say that I did.
If you do find it, bring it to me. I'll reward you handsomely.
So, in English, that would be, you'll make it worth my while, right?
Now that we've got Professor Nobi's notes, and we got the cipher, let's go close that last vortex over by the museum, and head back to the church to show Professor Nobi. Outside this wall here, there's a save game token in the corner, but I'm not going to bother with it right now. I don't save the game very often, and I already have so many save game tokens. It's ridiculous. So, if you want it, it's in that corner. I'm going to blast everything with my shotgun since I have basically enough ammo to last me for the rest of the game. Now, there's the church, and the doors are open. I wonder what that's all about. We'll find out soon enough. Right back here's the last vortex, and behind this school bus is yet another save game token. Just walk right up, shoot this guy in the face, and close the vortex. I've used my spell a couple of times. I can see that my mana meter is just about half empty. So even though I could run past all of the enemies right now and just get to my next cutscene, I'm going to elect to kill them and collect the mana just so I can fill my meter back up in case I need to use a spell. Whoa, I didn't even see that guy behind me. Good thing there's auto-aim. I might have got hit. I might as well run back and grab his mana. Nothing else back there? Okay. So, I'm just gonna plow ahead, kill anything that stands in my way between here and the church. Like this asshole.
Plenty more where that came from.
And here is the next cutscene.
When I returned with the goods, I found that someone had beaten me to the church. The Padre was dead and the other two were AWOL. They were probably dead too, but I had to be sure. Oh, what can I say? I got my sensitive side too. And besides, I sure as hell wasn't going to translate that crackpot's notes by myself.
Well, suddenly, there's a police officer that appeared right outside the church, and he happens to know exactly what's going on. So, let's go talk to him.
Hey, officer, you see a hot little redhead and a creepy old bookworm pass this way?
Can't say I did. We got a report of civilians being herded up by them dead things and taken to the park. You might want to have a look over there.
Rounding up civilians and putting them in the park, eh? Well then what the hell are you doing standing outside a church? Should you not be helping them out? Anyway, thanks for the info, bub. Let's fill up that mana meter because we're gonna run into a whole bunch of deadites in just a bit. No big deal, just blast him with a shotgun, head around a couple of corners, and we'll get to our next cutscene right outside the park. One more. Well, that's full enough. The park is right around the corner, and the deadites have opened up yet another vortex. Well, here we go.
What the hell? Trisha and Eldridge. I better get in there fast or they'll be resting in pieces.
So the gates are locked, but there's another way in via an alley next to the TV station. Time to bust out the good shotgun ammo and get that spell ready. There's the alleyway right there where we closed that vortex before. At the end of this alleyway, there's another gate, and it's locked. However, the key to the park that we got in the first section of the game will open it.
The gates are locked.
There's the key to the park, and we are in. Now, just run around, try not to get hit, and close this vortex as soon as you can to eliminate extra guys coming after you. I probably should have used the spell 2 or 3 times by now, but for some reason I just figured I'd use the shotgun since this ammo is one-hit kill. Oh, I'm getting my ass kicked. Anyway, let's go close that vortex now. Here's my last piece of silver. And let's go talk to the professor. What the hell? Ah, you gotta kill this guy in the pavilion first. I might as well take care of the rest of these guys too. Regular ammo ought to suffice for now. Now let's go talk to the professor.
At last, I can finally read Professor Nobi's notes. Excellent. Yes, it's all here. It seems Nobi learned that a mortal could control these evil spirits using an ancient relic called the Kandarian Summoning Stone.
By control, you of course mean destroy, right? Isn't that right?
Destroy? Yes, of course. The summoning stone can be used to send them back to their own dimension. We must find it.
Hey, you don't have to tell me twice. Where do we start looking?
If it's here, then it must be in the museum. Nathaniel Payne, the man who built it, was a great collector of occult artifacts. If the summoning stone is as important as Nobi thought, Payne would have found it. Trisha and I will go to the museum and try to find the stone. You must close the remaining vortexes that have opened around town. That should buy us some time.
You know, would it kill you to say please just once in a while?
Like Ash said, douchebag didn't even say please, didn't say thanks for saving him. Son of a bitch, just telling me what to do. Anyway, there's one more vortex to close. It opened up by the police station, but we gotta find some silver first before we're gonna close the thing. Now, remember that truck that was our landmark earlier on in the game? That's where we're heading, because the biker's standing right next to it. This way. So like I said, we're just gonna head right for that truck. The biker's standing right next to it. He has our last piece of silver, and he also has the watch that the professor's looking for. So after we save him, it's back to the university before going to the museum, and that will end the video. I'll finally grab that health pack now that I need it. Here's the truck, but I don't see the biker anywhere. That's interesting. Okay, so after running around like a douchebag for a while, I figured maybe I should check the other side of the truck. I don't know why I thought I had to run around and make him spawn or something, but anyway, here's the next cutscene.
Thanks. Looks like I owe you my ass.
That's all right. I'm not that kind of guy. But I'm going to have to relieve you of any stolen goods you might have on you.
Once you've relieved me, can I get out of this crazy town?
Hey, there's no way I'm relieving you, pal, but sure, blow.
Right on, we got a spoon that we can close the last vortex over by the police station with, and we got a watch that we can give to the professor at the university. For no reason in particular, I'm going to go to the university first, although I think it may be quicker if you go to the police station and close the vortex first, as the museum will be on your way back from the university. But I like going to see the professor, so that's what I'm going to do. When I was running around like an asshole before trying to get that last biker to spawn, I ended up grabbing a save game token over here by the university in the corner. I didn't show it because I cut that part out, but right where I'm heading right now, that's where it is. It's right in that corner. Well, we got another cutscene coming up, so let's just run right in here. No Deadites following me, which is a good thing. These guys don't wake back up again. Just head over to the door, and somehow the professor just knows you're coming, and he walks right out to greet you.
Hey, somebody order a dead guy's watch?
You found it. It dates from the Civil War. A priceless antique, quite valuable. To a student of history, that is.
Yeah, I'm real happy for you. Now come on, cough up the handsome reward.
Oh, yes, of course. How may I be of help to you?
I don't suppose a scholar such as yourself would know a way into the museum. You know, secret entrances, underground passages.
No, nothing like that, I'm afraid. I do have a key for the front door, though. It happens I'm on the board of trustees.
Well, what a coinkydink.
Key to the front door, eh? Well, I'll take it. Now it's time to head back over to the police station, close that last vortex, and then catch up with Trisha and Eldridge over at the museum. Right after I get my ass handed to me by a horde of the undead. Well, that seems to be all of them finally. Or not. Cool. Well, this is a little shortcut that we can take. You can see the vortex there in the distance. There's another small group of Deadites coming. Maybe it's time to show you the pistol. I think I'll do that right after I take care of this guy. I'll bust out the pistol. Now, as you can see with the pistol, we only have the one type of ammo. There are the other two types coming, and that'll be a little later on in the game. But this is where you want to use this gun with this ammo. Later on in the game, this ammo is essentially useless, so unless you do that shotgun trick that I showed you where you get 1,000 rounds of shotgun ammo, this is the level where you're going to want to use the handgun most often. Close the vortex with the silver spoon, and you know where we're heading next. One nice thing about the pistol is you can pull off a headshot every once in a while, and you save a little bit of ammo that way. But in the interest of saving ammo, I'm only going to kill deadites that are in my way, because once we get to the museum, it doesn't matter if there's anything following us, they're as good as gone. I'm going to ignore those two people there and just head right for the museum. I don't think there's anything following me, there's nothing standing in my way. It's worth noting that you shouldn't save here because you'll just be wasting a save game token. As soon as you open these doors, the game will give you an option to save, so don't bother saving. Just go ahead and open up the door with the key the professor gave you, and that'll conclude this video. So thank you very much for watching. If you found this useful or interesting, or if you liked what you saw in any way, be sure to let me know, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in part 5.